So a Trump humper left a comment over on my YouTube page on my video where I talk about Joe Biden's plan for his first 100 days. And he left a comment saying, hey, why don't you keep drinking the Kool-Aid, bud? You know, Joe Biden could have done any of this in his first term because he had the House and the Senate for his first 2 years. Well, let's talk about that. And the answer is no, he couldn't. Yes, he had the House and the Senate in his first 2 years. However, we had a razor-thin majority in the House, a little more than what the Republicans have now. But yes, the House was able to get stuff passed because they were unified. However, in the Senate, it was a 50-50 split. And being a 50-50 split, the two Democrats, Kyrsten Sinema and Joe Manchin, were able to hold things up that they did not want to get accomplished. If they decided they weren't going to pass something, or they didn't like it, or if they didn't think they could take that bill back to their voters and explain to them why it was a good thing, and if they thought passing something was going to hurt their re-election chances, they blocked it. The Democrats were getting blocked from within their own party. So now, in his first 2 years, Joe Biden will have, if we give him a favorable House and a Senate, they will have the Senate without Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema. And as long as the Democrats keep control of the Senate, they can get a lot of stuff passed, because the two Democrats that were holding things up will not be there. So it is not going to be the same thing. Not to mention, as far as like codifying Roe v. Wade, they did not expect the Supreme Court to overturn it. It had been the law of the land for about 50 years. They expected it to stay, and they viewed it as not a high priority. Now that it has been overturned, and we have seen the ramifications of it being overturned, getting it passed is a high priority. However, they don't have the House and the Senate. They don't have both of them to get it passed, because a bill codifying Roe will never get out of the current House of Representatives, with Speaker Mike Johnson being in the House. So we need to get out, do our jobs, vote, and make sure Joe Biden gets another term with a favorable House and Senate so we can get as much done as possible, and start really helping the American people.